Hi everyone, it's Warren. Maybe I'll wait a little bit. Sometimes there's a lag. Hi everyone, this is Warren from the Rhapsody Piano Studio. I want to welcome you to today's lesson. We're going to be working on "I Have a Dream" by ABBA, and it's going to be for easy piano. So I hope you guys enjoy it today. Let's get this started. Actually, before we get this started, let me flip out to this page as well. If you want the sheet music to this, and also if you can view the piano tutorial, you use it to study, like self-study, after this lesson is over. You can hit that up. You can find those links in the cards and also in the video description as well below this video, okay? All right, where is this? I have a dream, page 36. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, last thing. 1 second here, sorry about this. All right, last thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Okay, and you also the notifications too, because sometimes YouTube's the algorithm's kind of weird sometimes. Sometimes the videos don't pop up. So if you want to make sure you don't miss a video, if you don't miss a lesson and a tutorial, make sure to hit that notification reminder next to it as well. All right, here's "I Have a Dream." Let me give you the entire intro. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll be like 7 measures. And stopping on "I Have a Dream." Sorry, pedal's kind of weird. Okay. Mic check. All right, cool. Let me straighten this out. All right, so let's do that one more time from the beginning. This time I'm going to show you right hand and left hand. And if this is your first time watching these videos, always be thinking about good practice principles is to do section by section. So like I pretty much follow the same format for every song, every piece that I play, no matter the difficulty. Okay, here's the right hand. Have to hold that. We don't have to count that because it's just a long note. Okay. Oh, my pedal's really messed up today. Okay. All right. Now here's the left hand. It's just a bunch of C's, right? And then this pattern here. Now, every time you have these patterns, you can call them broken arpeggios, just like, one note at a time, like a chord. I usually, when I can, like to hold the bass. Not all the time, but when appropriate, because it's a good way to not have to use pedal as much, right? All right, let me show you one time from the beginning, both hands, then we'll try it together. Okay, here we go. We'll try it at the same time. Ready, go. Okay, let's start right on "Dream." Here's the next little section, little chunk I would practice. Stopping on "If," okay? So the pattern left hand is pretty much the same thing. So this basically is just chords. So we oversimplify it. So you're just basically playing that pattern, okay? All right, so I don't think that needs a lot of hand separate practice. Let's just do both hands again, together. Dream to "If," all right? Dream a song to sing to help me cope with anything if. Ready, go. right, now we keep going from if. Now, before I do this next part, I'm gonna show you how you want to practice thirds. This might be a little bit more difficult than what you usually can do, because I mean, although this is for easy piano, it doesn't mean it's like easy to play, like whatever level you're at. It just means this is probably like the easiest like arrangement they could possibly make for ABBA. Okay, so thirds here. So I'm not using any pedal here. Like, well, how do I create that legato? So we're thinking from the top. I mean, that's pretty simple, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. They use the 4 and then switch the pinky like that. Now the bottom, you cannot connect this, right? But from here, that can definitely be legato. So what do we do? Very slowly, you can keep the legato on the top note. Sorry, my tongues. Right? So you can't really connect this. You can use a little pedal, right, and then let go when you get to here. But these can all be connected. So the hard thing is letting go of the thumb, but holding the top note, and then from here, full legato. Okay? So it's a lot of exclamation for a little part, but that's how you do all the thirds, because you don't want to depend on the pedal. Because if you just use full pedal, here's what it sounds like. It sounds so muddy, right? Now, if you use a tiny bit of pedal, but relying more on legato, you hear how much more cleaner that sounds, okay? And you do it every time, okay? All right, left hand pattern is the same thing. That doesn't change much. That thing again, okay? So here is both hands from If You See the Wonder to I Believe in Gold. I Believe in Angels, up to there, okay? All right, If You See the Wonder. Ready, go. And stopping on Angels. All right, let's try it together now, very slowly. If You See the Wonder. All right, 1, 2, ready, go. We'll slow it down some more. All right, now at this point, you could choose to finish off this entire section, or you could go back and put it together from the beginning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep going, and then as soon as I finish this last section, then we'll go all the way back to the beginning and put it together. And I have a little weird page turn here, so hopefully I can remember this. Let me see here, sorry. Okay, I think I got it. Stopping on stream, I'll cross the stream. So this is the next section. Now here, from this third to this third, I mean, you could either do this. It's extremely complicated. You see my fingers? So 2, 4. The top is changing to my pinky. The second finger, I'm switching to my third. You could do that, and then play that, you know, with no pedal whatsoever. You could just use some pedal here. Okay, now when I know the time is right, you can do the same thing. It's quite advanced, so I don't know if you'll be able to pull it off. Okay, so just slowly doing that legato. It makes a huge difference, all right, for people who have like the ear to hear that, okay? All right, let's try from I Believe in Angels together now. If I can remember these notes. Yeah, okay. I think I got it, all right. All right, 1, 2, ready, go. continuing on. Oh, actually, yeah. Now we're gonna put the whole thing together from the beginning. And you know, with these ABBA songs, and like with most pop songs in general, like you don't literally, like these arrangements, they're literally like, it's minute, second by second, like exact, almost exact replication. But you know, for piano purposes, if you still want to play this on piano, you can feel free to skip some sections here and there, okay? All right. Anyway, all the way from the beginning. It's gonna take too long, so let's just try it at the same time if possible. If not, then you know, you could always hit the rewind button and do it again. Of course, you know, don't forget the playback speed so you can switch it and play it at the speed that you prefer. All right, from the very beginning, here's this big section with the intro. Ready, go. Okay. All right. Now next section, I might just play the whole entire next section because there might be like small tiny differences here and there. Okay. So stream, I'm gonna give you this next big section and then I'll go over to like the minor differences if there are any. Okay. Stream. And if that wasn't clear to you, what I mean is this next section, more than likely, because you know I've done so many of these and it's pop music, it's gonna be pretty much almost the same as the beginning section, okay? So stream. So up to here, at least you can skip this entire section. In my opinion, it's pretty much the same thing. To help me through. Now the only difference here is thirds. It's a reality. Again, another third. Okay, so differences here. Instead of just one note, they're adding on the bottom. I'll cross the stream. Because if you look at the beginning section, I have a dream. It's just one note. So all they're doing here is I'll cross the stream, just adding one more. And then I'm too lazy to flip the page, so I think that's the same. I have a dream, same thing. A fantasy, same thing. To help me through. That might be different. Let me go back and check. Okay, so at this point, to help me through, so they kind of extend this section a little bit because the beginning, and then it goes into this. If you see the wonder, but instead of that, instead of those thirds, it just kind of extends the section. So there's like an extra like 4 measures, but the left hand is the same thing. Okay, so I hope that made sense. Let me go back and play the whole thing from stream. So just keep in mind those explanations and see if you can figure that out. All right. So a little bit of analysis like this, if you can. If you're at the easier level, this might be too difficult to analyze this way. So thankfully, you have this lesson from me, okay? But a little analysis like this, when you can see that part is similar, or this part is just only one single note, you don't necessarily even have to practice it, as long as you're aware of the differences, okay? Of course, if the analyzing is taking too much time, just bite the bullet and just play it, okay? All right, but that could save you a massive amount of time. All right. And my destination, we're gonna keep going and looking at it, it looks exactly the same so far. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. So we can pretty much skip all this so far because it's the same. All right, now let me see, that part might be a little bit different. And this is my first time kind of just analyzing and teaching this song, so, all right. Yeah, okay, so from here it's a little bit different. So here will be kind of like the next new section, I believe. Be careful here. I believe the next measure is 2 beats. So this whole thing is pretty much in 4 beats, but that next measure, sometimes they have a measure of 2 beats here and there. And you can identify that because you see the numbers 2, 4, okay? 1, 2, so it feels kind of short. That's the same, so except for that I believe, okay? So far everything else is the same. Yeah, so that's another part you can skip as long as you're aware of those very small differences. Across the string, let's keep going. It's all the same. It's all the same. And then this is just basically this part. This is a repetition at the beginning. So actually, if you look where I am, this is, if you have the book, this is page 41. If you don't have the book, I forget which, I don't know what the page is. All right, it's from, I have a dream, I'll cross the stream, I have a dream. So this is the same. They don't have measure numbers, so that's why I have to do it this way. Now here, these 2 measures are a little bit different. And there's a DCL Coda, so you're gonna take it all the way back to the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, and you just, well, that's kind of weird. Yeah, it's telling you to go all the way back to the very beginning. So I guess you repeat that intro again. So again, these 2 measures are the only ones you need to practice. And it goes back to the beginning. Okay? So you can pretty much skip all that. Like I said before, just being aware of those minor differences, okay? All right, now I'm gonna give you the coda, last part. This is one more page here. All right, there's like 2 more pages, and this is so long, okay? Before we go into the coda, and I'm looking at it right now, it looks very similar to the beginning. There's not gonna be a lot of differences here as well. Before we do that, I wanna ask you if you have been enjoying this video, and if you're finding this video useful, and if you think it's valuable, then go ahead and hit that like button. Helps me a lot, helps this channel grow, helps me to continue doing these free lessons for you guys. And if you know anyone who would like to hear this, learn this on piano, then go ahead and share this video with them as well. All right, let's keep it going. Coda. I believe. That was like in the previous section. So, angels, it's the same thing. I'm just kind of speeding up to this because so far it's all the same. Yeah, this is all the same. Same thing. Now here, look, the intro came back, but they're adding more notes in the left hand. Watch. So very small differences. So I think the only place that really needs practice is that last part from I have a dream and it says na 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 na. Okay? And then not even the right hand so much, just the left hand's a little bit different. And then they're taking the parts that we've already played, nothing new here, just kind of switching it around. And then they're ending it with the last 4 measures. So that's the purpose of practicing this part, okay? This is not really new material you need to practice. Just be aware of that. All right, from top of the page, I have a dream, na na na. Let's do this whole page together. Last page. All right. Ready, go. Yep, and that is it for today's lesson. Okay, now, again, be sure to check out the sheet music if you want the sheet music to it. Just, you know, I don't suggest learning everything by ear. Just do it by ear for fun, but don't make that your main, you know, way of studying. It's just not smart. And also make sure you hit that, watch the tutorial video too, so you can literally hear the entire song from beginning to end. I literally play it note for note, page for page. So if you want to hear it that way. Plus you can just skip to the sections that you want to practice in there, okay? All right, well, that's it today. Thank you for joining me, folks. Hope you enjoyed that one. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.